There is a land where rivers whisper to the wind, where mountains rise like sleeping dragons wrapped in mist, and where history still walks among the living. This is China, ancient, boundless, and forever awakening. Here, time moves in circles rather than lines. It lingers in the echo of temple bells, in the reflection of bridges over quiet water, in the rhythm of footsteps that have crossed the same stones for 1,000 years. Every drop of rain carries a story of emperors and poets, of merchants and monks of the earth itself, learning patience through the passage of ages. Tonight, we journey through landscapes shaped by both nature and memory, from the tranquil waterways of ZHOUZHUANG to the shimmering mirror of CHAKA Lake, from the cobbled lanes of LIJIANG to the sky-high pillars of ZHANGJIAJIE. Each place reveals a heartbeat not just of land, but of spirit. This is the timeless soul of China. A journey across seasons, through centuries, and into the living memory of a world that never forgets. CHAKA Salt Lake, the mirror of the sky. Far out on the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, at an altitude of 3,000 meters, lies CHAKA Salt Lake, known by travelers as the mirror of the sky. Standing here feels like walking on clouds. The lake's surface is so still, so pure, that the mountains, the sky, and your own reflection merge into one seamless world. There's no horizon, only light. The salt beneath your feet crunches softly like snow, glistening white under the sun. As the wind moves, ripples distort your image, reminding you how fragile perception can be. For centuries, this lake has been a place of both labor and legend. Tibetan traders once crossed it on foot, harvesting salt that sustained life across the plateau. Monks spoke of it as a sacred mirror, where the soul could glimpse eternity. At sunrise, the world here becomes gold. At dusk, it turns blue and infinite. If you stand perfectly still, you can see yourself suspended between heaven and earth, no longer sure which side you belong to. CHAKA is not merely a lake. It's a moment, the instant when reflection becomes reality. ZHANGJIAJIE, the Pillars of Heaven. In the heart of Hunan province rises a landscape so surreal that it seems born from dreams or perhaps from another world entirely. This is ZHANGJIAJIE, where the earth has sculpted pillars of stone that pierce the sky. Thousands of sandstone spires tower over the forest, shrouded in drifting mist. Their tops are crowned with ancient pines, their roots swallowed by clouds. When the fog moves, they seem to float silent islands adrift in an ocean of air. Scientists say these formations were carved by erosion over 300 million years, but legends tell another story. The ZHANGJIAJIE people believe these peaks are the petrified bodies of warriors who stood guard over the land, turned to stone by the gods for their bravery. As dawn breaks, sunlight pours through the fog like golden smoke. The air glows, and the pillars seem alive, breathing in rhythm with the earth. No wonder James Cameron found his inspiration for the floating mountains of Avatar here. ZHANGJIAJIE truly feels like Pandora made real. The park's glass bridge, suspended between cliffs, lets you walk above eternity. Beneath your feet, the void stretches for hundreds of meters. It's terrifying, it's liberating, and it reminds you the line between fear and awe is thinner than mist. In ZHANGJIAJIE, you don't just look at nature, you enter its imagination. HUANGSHAN, the mountain of clouds and poets. In eastern China, in Anhui province, rises a mountain that has inspired painters, poets, and philosophers for over 1,000 years. HUANGSHAN, the Yellow Mountain, is not just a place, it's a feeling, a meditation written in stone and mist. The peaks of HUANGSHAN rise like brushstrokes across a pale canvas, their silhouettes softened by an endless sea of clouds. At dawn, the world here is neither day nor night, only silver light and drifting vapor. The sun appears like an ember behind the fog, and for a few fleeting minutes, the mountain glows from within. The pines that cling to its cliffs are centuries old, their trunks twisted by wind into shapes that seem almost human, stoic, wise, eternal. One tree, the welcome guest pine, stands with arms outstretched as if greeting every traveler who dares to climb. Poets of the Tang and Song dynasties once wandered these paths, writing verses that compared HUANGSHAN's peaks to dragons sleeping beneath clouds. Artists of ancient China painted its cliffs for lifetimes, trying to capture what the mountain itself never stops changing. Climbing HUANGSHAN is not easy. The stone steps seem endless, vanishing into fog. But when you reach the top, and the clouds part, all exhaustion disappears. Below you stretches a world untouched soft, white, infinite. In that silence, you understand why generations called this the Mountain of Immortals. It's not that the people here lived forever, it's that their wonder did. Mount Everest, the roof of the world. Far to the west, where the air thins and the sky grows darker, the earth reaches upward to meet the heavens. This is Mount Everest, Komolangma, to the Tibetan people, the goddess mother of the world. On the Tibetan plateau, the mountain appears suddenly, rising from a sea of barren land like a frozen wave, frozen mid-crest. Her summit, cloaked in eternal snow, glows pink at dawn and gold at dusk. At 848 meters, she is both the dream and the trial of humankind. For the pilgrims who walk her base, Everest is not a conquest, but a prayer. They circle her slowly, turning prayer wheels, whispering mantras into the thin wind. Each step is an offering, a way of acknowledging how small we are and how infinite the earth can be. The wind here has no mercy. It screams across the ice, carrying with it the scent of stone and cloud. The temperature can drop below freezing in minutes, yet the light is so pure it feels holy. Climbers chase the summit, but even from below, the mountain humbles you. She doesn't shout her greatness, she simply exists, unyielding, unchanging, eternal. Standing at the base camp in Tibet, you feel time dissolve. Your breath turns to mist, and the horizon blurs into light. For a moment, the world falls silent, and you realize that Everest is not just a mountain. It is the meeting point between the human spirit and the soul of the planet. JIAYUGUAN and the Great Wall, the end of the earth. In the endless deserts of Gansu province, where wind sings across the sand and the sky stretches without end, stands JIAYUGUAN, the westernmost fortress of the Great Wall of China. It is known as the first and last gate under heaven. Built more than 6 centuries ago during the Ming Dynasty, JIAYUGUAN marked the very edge of the civilized world. Beyond it lay the unknown deserts, mountains, and the ancient Silk Road leading to distant lands. Its towering gates and watchtowers still rise from the ochre sand, weathered but proud. The bricks bear the fingerprints of the laborers who built them, men who never knew if they would live to see the wall completed. At sunset, shadows stretch across the desert floor, and the fortress glows the color of copper. The wind hums through its corridors like a flute from another time. The Great Wall snakes across the mountains beyond sight, a dragon of stone tracing the spine of the earth. It is not just a defense, but a symbol of perseverance, of unity, of humanity's will to endure. Standing here, you can almost hear the echoes of ancient soldiers, the whispers of traders from Persia, the prayers of monks traveling east. JIAYUGUAN is where China meets infinity, the border between what we build and what we cannot control. It is the end of a wall and the beginning of forever. Nine places, 9 different ways the earth tells its story, from the silent canals of ZHOUZHUANG to the blazing summit of Everest. From the shimmering salt of CHAKA to the flowing ink of the Li River, China reveals itself not as a single land, but as a living poem. Here, mountains do not stand still, they breathe. Rivers do not flow, they sing. And every village, every stone bridge, every passing cloud carries the same truth that beauty is not something we build, it is something we remember. Antara. To travel through this country is to travel through time itself, to witness the conversation between earth and eternity. And as the last light fades behind the mountains, one thought remains. We are guests here. The world was beautiful long before us, and will remain beautiful long after. ZHOUZHUANG Ancient Town, the water memory. In the southern province of Jiangsu lies a town that seems untouched by centuries. ZHOUZHUANG, often called the Venice of the East, is a world where water replaces streets, and every reflection carries a whisper of the past. Here, stone bridges arc gracefully over jade-green canals. Wooden boats glide quietly beneath weeping willows, their oars stirring the surface like brushstrokes on silk. Whitewashed houses line the waterways, their tiled roofs curved with age, their doors opening not to roads, but to rivers. In the morning, mist rises and blurs the boundary between land and sky. You can hear the slow rhythm of paddles and distant temple bells, sounds that haven't changed in 900 years. ZHOUZHUANG was built in the Yuan dynasty, its narrow lanes still paved with hand-carved stones. Merchants once sailed from here to Suzhou and Shanghai, trading silk, ceramics, and tea. Today, its beauty lies not in luxury, but in quiet endurance, the way the town still breathes at the pace of water. When night falls, lanterns flicker along the canals, their reflections swaying like memories. You realize that ZHOUZHUANG is not a museum, it's a living dream, a reminder that time, when it slows down, can become art. Lijiang Old Town, the Song of Stone and Rain. In the shadow of the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain, where crystal rivers cut through green valleys, lies Lijiang, a town that hums softly with history. Here, cobblestone streets wind between ancient wooden houses adorned with red lanterns and carved windows. The canals flow gently through the alleys, feeding the Naxi people's gardens as they have for over 800 years. When it rains, the sound of water blends with the echo of footsteps on stone, a rhythm that feels almost like music. Lijiang is home to the Naxi, one of China's oldest ethnic groups, whose matriarchal traditions and pictographic script have survived through centuries. Their music, the Dongba hymns, is said to carry the voice of nature itself. At dusk, travelers gather by the bridges, watching the lights come alive across the canals. The scent of yak butter tea mixes with the smoke of incense. Somewhere, a flute begins to play low, slow, ancient. And as night deepens, you realize why Lijiang has endured. It is not frozen in time. It flows with time like water finding its way home. ZHOUZHAIGOU, the Valley of Five Colors. Hidden deep within Sichuan province lies a place so vibrant it seems painted by divine hands. ZHOUZHAIGOU, meaning Valley of Nine Villages, is a sanctuary of color, water, and legend. Here, lakes shimmer in impossible shades: turquoise, emerald, sapphire, and gold, as if each pool were a different dream of the same sky. Waterfalls spill down mossy cliffs, forests glow with autumn leaves, and in winter, everything freezes into crystalline silence. According to Tibetan folklore, ZHOUZHAIGOU was born from love. A goddess once dropped her magic mirror, shattering it into 108 pieces, each fragment becoming one of the valley's jewel-like lakes. And even today, when sunlight hits the water, it flashes like glass, as if the goddess is still looking back. The air here feels sacred. Pandas roam through the bamboo forests, takins climb the slopes, and prayer flags flutter in the wind. Every sound, the whisper of water, the rustle of trees, seems tuned to a single harmony piece. Standing by the five-flower lake, you can see ancient trees preserved beneath the water, perfectly visible through its transparent surface. It's as if time here has learned how to hold its breath. ZHOUZHAIGOU is more than beauty, it's balanced. It reminds us that when nature is left to dream, it dreams in color. YANGSHUO and Li River, nature's calligraphy. In the southern province of Guangxi, the Li River winds like a silver brushstroke through a landscape that seems painted by the gods themselves. Here lies YANGSHUO, a place where water and stone have written poetry together for millions of years. The river drifts between endless karst mountains, tall limestone peaks rising like jade teeth from emerald water. Mist curls around them at dawn, softening their sharpness, turning the entire valley into a dream. Fishermen still paddle bamboo rafts here, using cormorants to catch fish as their ancestors did centuries ago. The rhythm of their oars against the water is as steady as a heartbeat. At sunrise, the peaks glow pale gold. At sunset, they turn violet. The reflections are so perfect that the mountains appear to float upside down, heaven mirrored in a river. The Chinese say the mountains and waters of Guilin are the finest under heaven. Standing in YANGSHUO, you understand why. This is not grandeur, it's serenity. Every curve of the river feels deliberate. Every mountain like a stroke of ink on the scroll of the world. YANGSHUO is not a place you visit. It's a painting you walk inside, a reminder that nature is the original artist and water its brush.